Vancouver Resource Investment Conference, ladies and gentlemen, Commodity TV here for you, and we are now at the booth of CanAlaska Uranium. Another great uranium explorer, but also having nickel. And with me here is Peter Dasler, the President and CEO, who wants to give us an insight. Welcome and good morning.
Good morning, Jack. It's very good to have you here in Vancouver. There's a lot of people on the floor today. So.
That's right. It's really busy and crowded here. Thanks for taking the time. I know you are busy talking to investors. CanAlaska Uranium. Maybe can you give us a short overview on the company, what you are doing, where you are, and then we dive into uranium and nickel.
That's right. Well, CanAlaska is principally involved in uranium exploration in the Athabasca Basin. Mitsubishi Corporation through MC Resources, Korean Resources Corporation, Cameco Corporation, and Denison have all given us money for our projects. We have 7 uranium projects in the Athabasca, and we're looking for a large discovery next door to the McArthur River mine right now.
Okay.
Cameco has recently put $5 million into that, giving us 3 discovery holes. So that's the main focus for 2019.
Fantastic, great. So then let's start with uranium. I think that's anyway a good topic here during this show. What have you done 2018? Like maybe you can summarize that a little bit, and then let's talk about 2019, what's upcoming.
In 2017 and 2018, Cameco Corporation drilled 8 holes on the northern part of our West McArthur property. This is about 2 kilometers away from, they have a brand new discovery, 60 million pounds of high-grade uranium, and it's 10 kilometers away from the world's largest, richest mine, which they run at McArthur River. Now, these are very significant discovery holes, and recently, Cameco's cut back on its staff, it's slowed down operations, and so we're able to now run that operation. They own 30%, we own 70%. We will be operating this year, and one of the senior Cameco managers has come and joined us. So Corey Ballack, 24 years with Cameco, very involved with this project, understands what we've got.
That's a message when somebody leaves after 24 years, Cameco, not bad.
Well, they've had a big reorganization, and we saw the opportunity to get someone very familiar with the project. We think we've got a tier 1 target in this area, and I think our $10 million company will benefit tremendously from the drill work that we'll do this summer.
Okay, this summer, so the drills are really turning.
7,000 meters of drilling this summer, planned on multiple targets. On our website, there's some pretty good images of what we're looking for, but we have a huge haloing in the sandstone, a very, very big target, in fact, probably multiple targets in an area where we've got all the infrastructure that we need.
Fantastic. Okay, super. So uranium looks quite good, but you have also a great nickel deposit I saw in the presentation, and I mean nickel is something which will be sooner or later one of the battery metals of the future, I would call it, and it is already, but I think even more is coming. So what is going on the nickel side?
Well, the upside for sulphide nickel deposits is tremendous. The more nickel you can put in a battery, the more power it can hold, and so the suppliers are looking for new sources of nickel. You really can't use the lateritic nickel that's found in Indonesia for this. That's very good for making stainless steel, but too many impurities in it for developing for batteries. There are a number of nickel districts in the world, but the 5th largest nickel district in the world is the Thompson Nickel Belt in Manitoba in Canada, and we have 3 very large pieces of land there. Now, we acquired those as the market was down in the last 3 years, but last year the market moved 70%. It went down a little bit. It's just suddenly jumped in the last weeks as the stockpiles go down. We know there's a big demand coming online. We have a very high-grade nickel deposit that we are going to be drilling in February this year, and so 10 days away we're going to start telling people about what we've found there and bring it up to the 2019 status.
Okay, fantastic. How many meters you want to drill on the nickel side?
We're going to be doing 1,000 meters and 6 holes to start off with. We have 2 targets. One where it's 400 meters long with multiple zones of 2 to 20% nickel, but we have another zone nearby which we want to test. We think we may have 2 zones within 1 kilometer of each other.
Fantastic. Okay, super. What is cash in the bank? Are you financed for this year?
We're financed for the first part of this year. We will be going to the markets later in the year. We've had a lot of interest both in financing our nickel projects. We have an Australian group we're talking with at the moment. They're planning to do an IPO on that, a $4 million IPO. That should satisfy all the requirements of that for some time. There is no demand on us for our uranium projects for spend. We have about 18 years of assessment on those projects. but we will drill this summer, about a $2.5 million program, and we've got lots of indications at the moment that there's funding for that, either directly or indirectly.
Okay, fantastic. Maybe I want to ask you a general question, which comes just to my mind. How do you see the situation in the uranium markets, meaning Russia, Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, let's say supplying, I would say 40-45% to the US. Now we have petition 232. Let's see what comes out there. But what is your take on the uranium market in general?
Well, I would like to say it's pregnant.
That's good.
I think
also pregnant.
it's going to happen. It's going to happen. We know that there's a demand from all the new builds out there for at least 200 million pounds extra per year. Now, we also know that the US markets and others are 700 million pounds short. Normally they have 7 years of supply in front of them. They've got 2 years of supply. So 700 million pounds is 3 years production. There is a crunch point coming here, and so to exacerbate that crunch point, Cameco has shut down production from its very rich high-grade mine, not likely to start up until the price probably doubles, and the Kazakhs have also cut back their production. So when you take supply off the market, when you take those mines being kept closed until the market's going to change, and you get investors going into the market to buy uranium, Yellowcake Fund bought $200 million worth of uranium out of the market. We've had California funds take another $50 million out of the market. Yellowcake has a right for another $100 million worth of uranium. These guys are anticipating the price will move in the short term. Is that 1 year? It could be. It could be 2 years. For us, we're looking for a discovery in that period of time and get a valuation in this time for our shareholders, a valuation much higher than our $10 million market cap right now.
I believe that. So you're a great option on uranium and nickel.
We're a tremendous option on uranium and nickel. We have a well-structured company, 33.8 million shares issued, and trading at 31 cents. So a $10 million market cap. Recently, we came down from a $40 million market cap, but mostly just because of Japanese issues.
Of course. Super. Well, Peter, thank you very much. We talk at PDAC then for an update, because I think then you have the first results also. And we take it from there. All the best, and see you in 8 weeks.
Jochen, it's a pleasure to chat with you. And yes, I think we're going to have a tremendous 2019.
Super. Fantastic. Thank you very much, Peter.
Okay,
Thank
bye-bye.
you. Thank you. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it was Peter Dasler, the President and CEO of CanAlaska Uranium. And you heard that the drills are turning. The company is very active. We have uranium, we have nickel. Both metals are really needed for the future. On the one hand, to secure our energy without carbon-free energy future. And on the other hand, nickel we need in the batteries. And as he said it right, the more nickel you have in the battery, the better it is. So check out the company. Thanks for watching us. Bye-bye from Vancouver.